Sure, movie comedies now are funny, but to some people, you've got to go way back to find the best of the best.
If you don't have an opinion about what the funniest movie ever is or the three funniest movies, then you're not really kind of
Why
a
are you
comedy.
hosting a podcast then?
You're not eligible to host a comedy podcast.
You'll lose your license.
Art Bell and Vinnie Favale, former Comedy Central execs turned co-hosts of the Constant Comedy podcast, gave us their top 3, which are all available to rent now.
Off the road! Let's go in.
Starting with 1984's This Is Spinal Tap.
A great movie that really holds up after all these years. Like rock bands who are the subject of it have adopted it as their favorite movie. Like they all agree with it, and they all say it's about them.
The numbers all go to 11.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it?
That is now said by a million people. And it was all based on Christopher Guest's character saying, when we need a little extra, we have this amp right here because this one goes to 11. And it became, that's a phrase now everybody uses.
It's such a fine line between stupid and clever.
Next, to a gem from 1967, The Producers.
Great lines. It does hold up. I've watched it recently.
It really does.
Actually.
I never laughed so much in my life. Hysterical! Absolutely hysterical!
And when that came out, I could not believe how funny it was. That movie put Gene Wilder front and center.
Yes.
That's all I have to say.
And Art and Vinnie's list of the funniest movies ever wraps up with 1959's Some Like It Hot.
You're the replacement for the bass and sax?
That's us, and I'm Daphne. This is Josephine.
A crazy, funny movie in so many ways. The first scene where they are dressed up as women is so funny. They're on a train platform.
I feel naked. I feel like everybody's staring at me.
With those legs, are you crazy? Now, come on.
One of the greatest movie ending lines of all time.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
It was so funny they left it as the last line of the movie.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
So good.
Crazy.
The Constant Comedy Podcast is available wherever you listen to podcasts. And the extended cut of this interview is on thelisttv.com.
Great setup.
Classic movie comedies on the hot list.